Good morning. It is Saturday morning, and I am here to, as we know, I'm reevaluating and redoing my workout schedule. I'm almost tempted not to do that because I am under pressure to redo one of the songs that I did initially, which is Girl in the Tree. The drum track for it does not fit. We were in rehearsal yesterday, and it just needs to be redone, which means I need to get a basic drum track. I need to redo the guitar for that. I need to redo the vocals for that, and I need to get that done by this morning. Now, normally that would send me screaming out the door. The historical Jeffrey. This Jeffrey, it's under pressure, and enough pressure that I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll take an extra 15 minutes to not redo my workout. However, I'm going to redo my workout because that is the onward pursuit of mastery. And I was asked yesterday by a gentleman that's interesting. It is interesting dealing with people in creativity and their drive for mastery because our brains create all of these subtle roadblocks that we frame as just questions or observations, absolutes. So this gentleman, he finishes every session and with saying, well, I haven't quit yet, which is a statement of triumph and of fear at the same time. And he asked me, he says, what makes you different than anybody else? And I found that mildly insulting because I've taken guitar, which is what he's involved in, from dozens of different instructors over the years, from world-class players to world-class instructors. And most of them really did not teach guitar, which I found enormously frustrating. What they did is they presented the process that they learned by, which was they were given material and they did it by rote, and they acquired a high skill set, but they don't know how. So what they do is they present the same material, and then they expect you to do that. And very, very few people survive that process because that gives you months, if not years, of wallowing in a morass of trying to figure it out for yourself. So it is nothing more than accountability. Whereas when I approach a client, a fellow musician, it is what factors do we need to consider regarding this person's base capabilities, from their physical dexterity through their psychological makeup, to get them on the road to mastery. The technical pieces of guitar and the music pieces of guitar are really small pieces within that, except we do not waste time on learning finger picking for country classics if this person wants to be a heavy metal shredder for a Pantera type of band. It is extreme focused in, and I thought, instead of being annoyed this time at the comment, I thought, what a wonderful opportunity to reframe what it is. The difference is we provide a path to individual mastery for students who participate with us. And that's what my and Crystal's goal is. It is not to teach guitar. Anybody can teach guitar, which is why 90% of guitar players are beginners, regardless of how long they've played, and about 9.9% of the rest of them are intermediates. There are very few people who have risen to a high technical level, and even less than that are true creative individuals. because there is such a weight of fear against doing that. And that's something that, if you're listening to this, you know what that is. The weight of that. It is constantly pushing against the tide. It is transformative. It's not playing a Guns N' Roses riff. I get those people all the time. Someone who can play at a very high technical level, but they still cannot play guitar, and they are frantic. How can I play guitar? I am not free. It is freedom to be you in a musical context. And that is the real trick. That is our goal. And that's what we're going to embark on for another day, you and I. All right, let's do it. Let's get some quotes and get out of here. All right, this is by Daniel Goleman, psychologist, focusing on emotional intelligence. The brain is a creative machine. Stress, when not overwhelming, can enhance creative thinking by encouraging risk-taking and problem-solving. Hans Sale, father of stress research. Stress is not a reaction to an event, but rather a consequence of how we interpret and respond to it. Sir Ken Robinson. If you're not prepared to be wrong, you will never come up with anything original. This is one of my favorites for the day. Pressure is a privilege. It only comes to those who earn it. Billie Jean King. And finally, Maya Angelou, you can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. And with that, let's get out there and do something. I will see you tomorrow.